Hey y'all, welcome back. I got a couple of upgrades for the old EDC kit. We're going to take a look. Stay tuned. Coming your way. Hey y'all, welcome back. What we got really is not so much a upgrade, but more of a lateral promotion, horizontal movement. Maybe a downgrade for some if they see it like that. But what I'm looking at is Workpro sent me a handful of little bitty EDC style tools that we're gonna pop in, and we're gonna make, instead of the high end, you know, the Ferrari of tools, we might make it down to the Dodge or the Ford of tools EDC kit. And we got a couple of flashlight side upgrades, but one of them's kind of really a big upgrade. We got the Klein Tools slim flashlight and the Olight ArkPro Ultra. Talk about upgrade. That thing is huge and spendy. Not huge. Meaty is what I was trying to say. That's a hefty flashlight. So we're going to take out the Knipex for the high-end, high-quality EDC carry, and we're going to substitute those for the Workpro. Now, I think I've showed before, I had a set of the Workpro adjustable groove joint pliers that are similar to the Cobra style. So we got those now in a 4-inch model. It's the same operation. It may not be the same quality steel and the same layout, but it's the same idea. Push button adjustable, makes your jaw open and close right here. Good and lubricated, so there's not going to be any rusting issues in there, I hope. But overall, a nice little set of pliers that will EDC everyday carry right in our kit. The next one is the Knipex pliers wrench. Look at there. It's a flat-jawed, non-marring, they say, but I'm sure you could mar it up if you tried. But at least it doesn't have the teeth to grab out all your pieces right in there. Maybe we can get up there. See, no teeth on the surfaces of the pliers wrench. So this is for fasteners, nuts, bolts, etc. Whereas you try it with this, and you're going to have a marring surface that will round a bolt off or nut, because you got the cheap bolts instead of those good solid grade 8s that are. But you can still do it there too. Trust me, because these little jokers from Knipex are hard as a rock, solid. But your pliers wrench gives you a flat surface, so hopefully you minimize that tear out and ripping of those fasteners. And Workpro's got the same idea: 4-inch, quick adjust, parallel jaw, and as with the other ones, the lanyard hole. Now, I want you to see something here. As far as the finish between either one, I mean, they put some work into it. Now in the back here, you've got some molding lines and some, circles there, but that's just a little more grinding would have took care of that. But then again, a little more grinding probably would have run the cost up just a little more too. So, for economy's sake, if you're just starting out in the EDC world, go with the Workpro. They're nicely built, they're well put together, they're cheap. Cheaper, not quality, but price, than the Knipex. Now, which one will be here in 10 years? I'm going to put my money on Knipex, but I haven't had Workpro 10 years long enough to make sure they're not going to be here. So, for the price, you're probably going to get a good deal on that. Some of us are tool snobs, and we like to have that name brand on there. But from the name brand, I know those work, and they take a licking. Workpro, I've used a couple of things from them, and they hold up. I mean, so far. I'm just not sure how far down the road they're going to go for us, but I mean, I can't see them falling apart in a couple of years. Compact slip joint plier. I don't have a Knipex equal on this one, but this is just a regular old combo pliers, like you would see back in your old toolbox from Pops or Granddad. These were the way to go back in the early days. You had pliers like this, and that was it. Flat jaw. But these have a hidden feature. Let's see if we can show these off a little bit here. You've got the twin grip style end jaws on here for, you know, grabbing hold of your round fasteners that have maybe rounded off, or it's hard to see right there. Let's see if we can get the light shining on it. You see right there? We've got a nice little extra vampire style, twin grip style. So it's got grip teeth on the end. So here's you got a small fastener. Let's just pretend, let's imagine. And it's rounded off. Well, on this one, you got the round fastener in the teeth that are holding pretty tight on there. Now you can get some turn on that. If you can get a little turn started, you can get them out for sure. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. That's going to be pretty handy. You've got 2-position opening jaws right there. Look at there. And that alone right there makes this pair probably the most handy one in the bunch right now. I've got the twin grips. I carry them at work. I've also got the Cobra Slim ES. And it's got a single side jaw, but in my line of work, broken bolts are pretty much a daily affair. Broken fasteners, rounded off, you know, self-tapping screws, etc. That little bit right there saves so much time and effort, so much anger, so many broken tools that you're throwing across the shop. Super handy to have right there. So we're going to lay that right in there. And last but not least, long nose slip joint pliers. So similar to the last model with the slip joint, but more of a needle nose. Same 2-position operation. Now I'm going to tell you right now, feeling these at this point, there's a little play in this set. I'm not sure what's going on there. I wonder if we can tap that in and tighten it up a little bit. But unlike this one, which is super solid, this one does have a little play. So in the name of honesty, I'm not sure if that's a design or a bug, because the other one doesn't feel that way. And I noticed that the jaws don't line up exactly on there. So that might be something to look at. We'll have to let Workpro know that maybe they got a fluke in this set. I'm sure we could take a little tapper and flatten that out on something and punch it in just one hit, and it would line those right back up. That may be just maybe a one-off, but something to think about. Anyway, this is your needle nose style with a little set of gripper teeth all the way down. A little knurling in there, so you're not going to lose grip. I don't know how much. Definitely wouldn't use this for like fastener work, but you know, you want to get in and grab a wire at the deep down in a piece of conduit or something. Or not deep down, but at least that far in you could get in there. So that's the Workpro model. So we got 4 new sets, and strangely enough, we got the phosphate black finish on all except for the pliers wrench, which comes in a kind of a satin chrome finish. So that's our lateral move on those right there. We got Workpro, which, like I say, if you're starting out and you don't want to plunk down these run about $30-$45 a piece for little tools like that, you know, the Knipex, which you're gonna have those forever. I would say go with the Workpro. Start out like that. I'm gonna hit a tapper on this here in a minute and see if we can't run it back in. Maybe just got a loose piece on there. That's what I'm suspecting, but I don't know. If it doesn't tighten up, we'll let Workpro know we got a fluke. But, you know, of course, it's Workpro. It's a Chinese company. And sometimes stuff slips through the quality control. All right, so that's our lateral move on pliers wrenches. I've heard your comments in the videos that I need something to cut wire, etc. I'm working on that too. I'm telling you, I got so many things going on at work right now. It's hard to even get time to run this kind of. I'm about 4 videos behind, and I'm trying to get them all done on one day. So bear with me, people. I appreciate your comments though, and I hear you. Another little flashlight upgrade we got going on. Here you see my old, the old Olight. And this was from, doggone if I can't remember the brand on this. It's the ST10. Sofern, there it is right there, written up. Love this little thing. A lot of light, clips on your pocket, hands-free work. Well, Klein and Olight again have sent me some testers that I'm thinking one of these might be the king of EDC lights. Put these in here and get them out of the way so we can showcase the illumination today. I'm going to put that in there. So I've done separate videos on both of these, and I love them both for different reasons. Both have a green laser that comes on. And I said mistakenly in my video that the green laser doesn't stay on them. I didn't hit the right button combination. This one, if you just press in and hold it on and release on the ArcLight, or the ArkPro, I guess, the Olight ArkPro, it will stay on. On the Klein, you got to double click it and the green laser will stay on. Useful, but I don't really have a use for green laser lights most of the time. But, you know, handy to have if you need them. The Olight ArkPro Ultra has a selector switch. You can go from spot to flood to UV. Again, I don't have a lot of uses for UV. I'm sure some people do. Handy to have on there. Is it adding to the price? Maybe, because this little gem is up there in the high dollar expensive. I wouldn't say high dollar. It runs about 130, 128, somewhere in there. So, yeah, that's a lot of money for a light, but this is a well-built little light. And it's Olight. I mean, they've got some years behind them telling you how it works. I have been pocket carrying this one like a knife because it's got a great little clip on there. And this one rides in my bag. I tell you, the Klein has three speeds. 4 actually, if you count the flood on the bottom, and they're easy to go through. 1, 2, 3. That's all you got to do. 1, 2, 3. Floodlight off. Simple, straightforward, and with a magnetic mount, as does the Olight. But simplicity and a little less expensive than the Olight. This would be my choice for everyday carry in the toolkit, because if you've got to pull this out somewhere, you need something simple, quick, and easy, and you just push the buttons all the way through. The Olight would be a good choice also if you could justify the budgetary price. Like if we're going with the budget price EDC case here, I would stick with the Klein. If you're already plunking out money for Knipex, why not get the Olight? Because this thing got the magnetic charger that just pops on there. You pop it on, it starts charging. Both clips, very nice, very thick and rigid, sturdy. You're not going to bend those up easily. Both of them have the the USB port for charging. Either one would be a great one, but if you want one for budget, I'd go with the Klein. If you want the Cadillac of slim light Olights, try the Olight ArkPro Ultra. There we go. You could run these on the outside too, maybe. Be a little better. Obviously, if you've got to run for the dark and you need that pocket clip flashlight, outside would be easier to get to than trying to open it up and find it in the dark. I know, I ramble sometimes. I got so much stuff going on in my brain, it's not funny. So there you go. We upgraded, we side graded. We made a more budget-friendly EDC case. I don't need that there. And we changed up some lights, which both of these are pretty well budget priced. I don't even know if they make the little 3T EOS anymore. That's a 10-year-old light, but I got a lot of use out of it. And then the Sofern SD10, that's a nice little one to carry along, EDC style too. Pocket clip or hanging on your shirt. Anyway, there you go, guys. We looked at Workpro. Long nose slip joint pliers. Compact slip joint pliers with the cool vampire style twin grip end teeth. The quick adjusting groove joint pliers and the adjusting pliers wrench, all from Workpro. All nice little tools. All great, except for this one little hiccup we had right here. And I'm going to check on that here just shortly. I will update you if we need to. Thanks for watching, guys.